There's no way this is the smartest player in the entire Squid Games. I would have never guessed that. In today's video, I'm gonna be ranking the smartest, highest IQ players in Squid Game. I thought this would be a very interesting topic to make a video on. That's why we're here. Who else wouldn't want to know the intelligence of some of these players' brains? Well, I made some research on this so I can give you guys the best answer as possible. I'll be ranking 8 players ranging from Season 1 all the way to Season 2. Before we get into this mind-blowing video, like and subscribe if you guys can't wait for the final Squid Game, Season 3. It's gonna be insane. Squid Game is filled with so many different characters, some smarter than others, and some, they might need to go back to school. Some players are underestimated though on how smart they really are, and some have potential to even win the games in Squid Game Season 3. I guess we can start off with the 8th smartest player in the games. We now move on to Cho Haiwanju, player 120. Cho Haiwanju's character was the last thing the audience expected. I was even shocked to see what Haiwanju was capable of. It just didn't make sense to me though. Cho Haiwanju is the first transgender in the TV show, which is a bit unusual to the audience. It just caught me off guard as well. I can first state Cho Haiwanju's emotional intelligence is quite decent. When Seong Gi-hun, aka Shaman, was crying because she thought she was gonna die, Haiwanju slapped the living crap out of her, and not just once, but twice. I laughed so hard when this scene occurred, I just didn't expect it to happen. All the players are worrying since she might make the team lose, but then Haiwanju steps in and knows what to do in the worst moments. Another thing that shows Haiwanju's intelligence is the knowledge of war. In the final episode of Squid Game Season 2 is Gi-hun's rebellion. Some players get together to form a team, but they don't really know what they're doing there. Haiwanju decides to guide everyone though, and states that she used to work in the Air Force, which is very unexpected, and shows the players how to work the guns and what are the names of it as well. Something very impressive we did all not expect to see. Haiwanju's character really seems to be developing as the show goes on, and I really can't wait to see how she behaves in Squid Game Season 3. It's gonna be fascinating. Let's now move on to the next player. Oops. This is actually not a player, but he comes in 7th place, so let's reveal him. Hwang Jun-ho, the frontman's brother. Jun-ho came face to face with his brother, In-ho, back in Season 1, but In-ho shot him, resulting in him falling off a huge cliff. Jun-ho can't seem to remember what really happened, but has some flashbacks, resulting him in trying to find the island again in Season 2. In Season 1, he managed to sneak on a boat that was taking the players to the island, and pretended to be a guard. Honestly, he had a great plan in his head. Jun-ho is also in the police force, so he has some background knowledge on that. A very good point that shows Jun-ho's intelligence is that his brother is In-ho, and we all know In-ho is very smart, and they both share relatively the same genetics. So it can definitely be impactful for Jun-ho. The only downside of Jun-ho's knowledge is he couldn't tell that Captain Park was fooling him the entire time, pretending to be on his side. Jun-ho was completely fooled and didn't expect a damn thing. If it was In-ho though, then it would be a completely different story. And that brings us to the next person we just spoke about, coming in 6th place. Captain Park. Captain Park's most impressive signs of smartness is the way he's able to fool everyone on boat with him. He even fooled us, the audience. At the beginning of Season 2, we all thought he was a genuine character that actually wanted to help Jun-ho out of the goodness in his heart, but then was later revealed that he's actually working for the front man. This guy is actually more sneaky and clever than you think. In one of the episodes, the drone pilot finds out Captain Park is messing with the drone, so Captain Park sneakily kills him without anyone on the boat realizing. Choi Woo-sik hears something, but the captain plays it off, acting like he went to check the scene at the same time as him, making himself look as innocent as possible. And Choi Woo-sik actually falls for it. Captain Park has some serious manipulation skills, I'll give him that. Alright, let's move on to the 5th smartest player now. You might underestimate her, but she's smarter than you anticipate. Kang Sae-byeok. Kang Sae-byeok is known for her street smartness skills, which makes her survive quite long in the games. I mean, come on guys, she did come in 3rd place, that's pretty good, let's give that to her. She does end up dying by one of the players, listed later on in this video that we will get into very soon. She was seen as smart and knew what to do within the games. Gi-hun even trusted her when he got to know her as a person. The audience was very sad to see a smart lady like her pass away. She even managed to escape the cruel North Korea on her own, which was pretty impressive if you ask me. I have no clue how she did that. Alright, let's move on to the 4th person on this list now. You guys already probably know who it is. I've made it quite obvious. Cho Sang-woo. Cho Sang-woo used his high intelligence for vile purposes. Sang-woo went to Seoul University and became a successful investment banker, but heavily got in debt after failing in his investments. That's why he's in the games. Cho Sang-woo was a mastermind at manipulation. He seemed like a good guy at the start of the games, but it was all just an act to trick players into trusting him. For example, he decided to betray the beloved Ali. In the marble games, he cheated. He tricked him into losing, making him sadly pass away by one of the guards shooting him. This was a very sad scene for the audience to witness. He also murdered Kang Sae-byeok, as I mentioned earlier, just to get him through the games. So yes, he is in this rank for being able to fool so many people in the games. We are now at a point in this video where the rank of the next players I state have a very high IQ. They are here for a reason, and they are at the top. We now go over to the 3rd player now, the one and only Gi-hun. Gi-hun had shown his intelligence way more in Season 2 compared to Season 1. I honestly thought he was quite dumb in Season 1. I don't know why, but he just gave off that impression. In Season 2 Red Light Green Light, he knows how the games work perfectly, yet he only played it once. He literally knows what can trigger the dolls. He knows exactly how it works. So he decides to help out players and guide through them. It's honestly very impressive. He also makes the plan to find the salesman and spends 2 months trying to find him and ends up finding him in the end, and they also end up meeting later. But the salesman ends up killing himself. It's so crazy, the scene. If Gi-hun's IQ level wasn't that high, he wouldn't be in the spot he is in today. Just think about that guys. Gi-hun is climbing his way all the way to the top slowly to destroy the games once and for all. Moving on to 2nd place now is someone who can outsmart Gi-hun, the frontman. The frontman shows how he can trick 456 players into making him think he's just a player in Season 2. But in one of the scenes, he ends up saying Gi-hun's name by accident. Then Gi-hun asks him, "How do you know my name?" But In-ho plays along very quickly and says he overheard it from Jun-bae. The frontman is also the leader of the whole operation. In order to have that much power, you must be one knowledgeable, intelligent man. Let's move on to the final person on this list now, Oh-il-nam, the man who didn't reveal his identity until the very end. Oh-il-nam was an extremely old man that acted very innocent the entire time. He was a very smart man though, I must say. In the marbles game, he knew exactly what Gi-hun was doing the entire time when he was trying to cheat his way, but he played along with him, then later at the end told him, "I know what you're doing," which caught Gi-hun off guard completely. Anyways, it was all part of Oh-il-nam's plan, pretending to die when Gi-hun supposedly won. If you guys don't know, Oh-il-nam is the creator and host of the entire Squid Games, but he later died in the end of Season 1 in a hospital bed, revealing who he really was to Gi-hun. This scene was absolutely shocking to see, I must say. Do you guys agree with this rank I listed in today's video? I think I made sense why all these players should be on this list. I obviously can't state exactly what their IQ levels are, but I can give a range from who's the smartest down in Squid Games. I hope you guys did end up enjoying this video though, and just to let you guys know, I will be live streaming the countdown before Season 3. So definitely make sure to turn my notifications on. I will also put my other video in the middle of the screen right now, so if you guys are interested in checking that out, you most definitely can. It's a great video. But that's about it for this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe once again if you haven't already. It really helps.